am his wife, but I feel invisible. I don't remember the last time my husband looked at me and really saw me. Not the way you look at a schedule, not the way you look at a responsibility, but the way you look at a person you love. I'm a wife. I'm a mother. And most days, I feel like I am nothing else. I've been married for 5 years. 5 years sounds like a short time when people say it out loud. But when you live inside those years, when you count them in sleepless nights and quiet disappointments, they feel much longer. We have 2 children, a 5-year-old who still climbs into my bed when he has bad dreams, and a 2-year-old who calls for me before she even opens her eyes in the morning. My days start before the sun rises. I wake up to cries, not kisses, to diapers, not good mornings, to responsibilities waiting patiently for me to fail if I forget even one of them. I make breakfast while carrying a child on my hip. I pack bags, clean spills, wipe tears. I remember appointments. I remember sizes. I remember favorite snacks and bedtime songs. I remember everything, except when I last felt wanted. My husband leaves early for work. Most mornings, he doesn't notice whether I'm already awake or not. Sometimes he kisses the kids goodbye. Sometimes he's in a rush and forgets. He almost never kisses me. Not because he's cruel, just because he doesn't think about it anymore. When he comes home, he's tired, and I understand that. I really do. I ask how his day was. He answers while looking at his phone. I listen, nodding. Even when I'm exhausted too. I cook dinner. I feed the kids. I clean up the mess that somehow appears no matter how careful I am. By the time the house is quiet, my body hurts in places I didn't know could ache. I sit on the edge of the bed, scrolling through my phone. Not because I want to, but because it's the only place no one needs anything from me. My husband lies beside me, facing the other direction. Sometimes he falls asleep before I even turn off the light. I wonder if he knows how lonely it feels to sleep next to someone and still feel alone. I wasn't always like this. I wasn't always tired. I wasn't always invisible. Before the kids, before the routines, before the expectations, I was a woman. He used to hold my hand when we walked. He used to text me just to say he missed me. He used to look at me like I mattered. Now, when he looks at me, it's usually because something needs to be done. Did you pay the bill? Did you wash my shirt? Can you handle the kids tomorrow? Sometimes I want to scream. Can you see me? But the words stay stuck in my throat, because I don't want to sound ungrateful. People say I should be thankful. I have a husband. I have children. I have a home. So why do I feel so empty? Some nights, after the kids fall asleep, I stand in front of the mirror. I barely recognize the woman looking back. My hair is always tied up. My clothes are chosen for comfort, not beauty. My eyes look tired, older than I remember. I touch my face and try to remember when I last felt attractive. Not for attention, just for myself. I feel like my body no longer belongs to me. It carried 2 children. It fed them. It healed itself while still being needed every minute. And yet, sometimes I feel like that's all I am now. A body that produces. A body that serves. A body that gives, but never receives. My husband doesn't ask how I am anymore. Not really. If I say I'm tired, he says, "Aren't we all?" If I say I feel lonely, he says, "You're overthinking." So I stop talking. I learned to swallow my feelings the way I swallow my exhaustion. Quietly. I started crying in places no one could see. In the shower, where the water hides the sound. In the kitchen, while washing dishes late at night. In the bathroom, sitting on the floor for just a minute longer than necessary. I feel guilty for feeling this way, because my children are innocent, because my husband works hard, because nothing is technically wrong, but emotionally, everything feels wrong. I don't want another baby, and sometimes I'm afraid that's the only reason my husband still touches me. When he reaches for me, it feels mechanical, like a routine, like something expected, not like desire. and afterward he turns away and sleeps. I lie there, staring at the ceiling, feeling more alone than if he hadn't touched me at all. I don't want to be just someone's wife, just someone's mother, just someone's responsibility. I want to be someone's choice. I want to be looked at and thought of as more than a role. Some days, I imagine what it would feel like to be noticed again, to have someone ask me what I want, to have someone hold my hand for no reason, to be told, "I see how hard you try." And then I feel ashamed for even thinking that, because I promised forever, because I chose this life, because leaving isn't simple when children are involved. So I stay, and I slowly disappear. There are moments when my children hug me, and I remind myself why I keep going. Their small arms around my neck, their laughter filling the room, their trust in me. They still see me. They still need me. But I wish my husband would see me too, not as the woman who gave him children, but as the woman who is still here, still loving, still trying, still hurting. I don't know what the future looks like. I don't know if this marriage will heal or slowly fade into something empty but familiar. All I know is this: I am more than a baby-producing machine. I am more than a caretaker. I am more than someone who exists quietly in the background. I am a woman with a heart that still wants to be loved. And if you are listening to this, if you are a wife who feels unseen, if you are a mother who feels forgotten, please remember this: your feelings are valid. Your loneliness is real. And wanting to be loved does not make you selfish. I am Lucy, and this is Unsaid Love.